Why is it in news? It's because they've recently nominated Mr. B.R. Gavai as the chairman of the Supreme Court Legal Services Committee, SLSCSC. So, therefore, we need to know what is the body, what is this concept of free legal aid system in India, and how free legal aid system is useful for the weaker sections of the society and all that stuff. So, looking at that perspective, it is very useful both for prelims as well as for mains. So keeping that point of view, there are about 10 points which are very important in this, which are useful for you. There's a chance of prelims or mains question coming. So keeping that in point, just let's look at this free legal aid. So Department of Justice has announced nomination of Mr. B.R. Gavai. This is not useful for UPSC but for other exams that you write. What is a need? Because Indian Constitution has provided and specifies the need for providing legal services, that too free of cost, especially for the weaker sections of the society. And please remember 39A, free legal aid services especially for the weaker sections, so that the concept of social justice is justified. That is the whole idea. Next, so what are the things that you have to remember is Article 39A, to ensure opportunity for securing justice and it is not being denied because you don't have money. Next, Article 14, ensure equality before law. So these 2 points should be the introduction part for your answer. Next, Article 22, Clause 1, to ensure legal system that promises justice based on equal opportunity. So this point is very, very important for with respect to your answer. And a committee for implementing this legal aid schemes was introduced in 1980 under SC Judge P1 Bhagwati. So this is useful for your prelims. So in this slide, what you have to write: 39A, opportunity for securing justice and not being denied because you don't have the money, and to ensure equality before law, and the legal system that promotes justice, and majorly committee for implementing legal aid schemes. And who started it? It was recommended by Supreme Court Judge P.N. Bhagwati. That is useful for your prelims. Remaining all are useful for your mains. Keep this in mind. So 4 to 5 points are already covered. Next, Legal Services Authorities Act, constituted in 1987. What are the objectives? A statutory base to legal system. When I say statutory base, it means it is implemented or created by an act of the law. That is the whole point. And the programs to provide free and competent legal services to eligible groups. So this is a very, very important point. And a nationwide network must be established. So how is a network which is being created? At national level NALSA, state level SLSA, district level DLSA, taluk level TLSA, and Supreme Court level SLSC. This is very, very important. And High Court HSLs. So based on this, the others are also formed. So this huge network of services will be provided from the top to bottom of the country, spread throughout the country, so that at the nook and corner of the country also the legal aid service should be provided. That is the idea behind it. So in this, if you remember this, that is more than sufficient. This Legal Services Act for 1987. Next, SLSC. This is the most important part. Under which section? Under section 3 of the 1997 Act. Objective to provide free and competent legal services. What is a composition? So here, this is the most important point for your prelims. Consists of sitting Supreme Court judge, who is the chairman, along with the other members possessing experience, and chairperson, and 9 members. Currently there are 9 members, chairman and 9 people. Who does the appointment? The Chief Justice of India nominates both the chairman and the other members of the SLSC committee. So you will definitely get a question because of this appointment, a definite question in your prelims about the composition and the appointment. So please keep this in your mind. Very, 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 very important. I'm putting 5 stars for this. So that is the whole idea. And apart from this, similar things or schemes which have been brought in is, one is Nyaya Bandhu. It's pro bono. You know, pro bono legal services, especially service which is done without taking any fees. Every lawyer must definitely perform a pro bono case, at least 1 or 2 in their life. So Department of Justice launched in 2017 to enhance access to justice for marginalized sections, especially Nyaya Bandhu. and tele law services, that is delivery of legal services through panel of lawyers in front office of the legal services, and tele law 2.0 entails fusion of tele law services with Nyaya Bandhu. So these two schemes are mixed with this scheme to provide better free legal services in the country. That is the whole idea.